Mark in the minivan and Pearl. How are you, folks? It's been a while. Yeah, man. It's just been. Let me turn this radio off. It's raining. It's pouring rain. But we're gonna go walk in the park, Pearl and I. Regardless, we're gonna get wet, really wet. And it's so rainy on this Halloween 2019 that it's like dark out. Anyways, I'm gonna review the new documentary on the great Rainbow Bar and Grill on Sunset in Hollywood. Watched the documentary for that 2 nights ago on Amazon Prime using the Fire Stick. Drinking Starbucks. Yeah, so it's just been real busy. I forget, I was gonna say something, I forgot. But anyways, it's been real busy. I've been working 2 jobs. I went from really like having no job for a while to 2 jobs. And the training on the one, which is gonna be a consistent thing at least through the end of the year, was quite brutal. Not in a bad way, just, you know, a lot to take in, a lot to learn, a lot of hours, 40 plus hours a week. And then, you know, I'm from the TV business. My TV work has been a little slow lately, to put it mildly. But I got hired on some TV work, which I couldn't say no to. So I've been balancing the 2. And it's been absolutely tough. I was working till about 11 o'clock last night. Technically today is an off day, so I plan to do some videos, some podcasting, I wanted to take Pearl on a massively long walk. I'm gonna do, I think, about 2 miles. We've been doing 3 miles now every day, but I think I'm gonna do 2 miles today since it is raining. And we're going back to the reservoir in West Orange. So having said that, the podcast has been messed up. I know I didn't get an episode out this week. There was one that went out last Friday. I will try to get a new episode recorded today and hopefully get that up maybe before next Tuesday. I did want to mention that I watched the Rainbow Bar and Grill documentary, which has been getting a lot of hype. A lot of cool people appear in it. Lemmy was shot, an interview with him before he passed on. Gene Simmons, Ozzy Osbourne, Slash. There's some cool talking heads in this. The documentary is not nearly as great as the actual Rainbow Bar and Grill, which I love. Emily and I were just there when we were out in LA. It is a great place, a special place. We always go there when we are in the Los Angeles area. However, the documentary, I mean, and maybe I'm like a film snob, a video production snob, but it's just not put together well, man. First of all, it's almost just as much about the Whiskey A Go-Go as it is the Rainbow, which is kind of confusing, because at times you're like, wait, are they talking about the Whiskey A Go-Go or are they talking about the Rainbow? Because I guess it's the same family that runs both of it, and there's 3 generations of the family, and and no disrespect to the family, because I understand they've really done some great stuff running both of those clubs. However, it needed to have more stories about the Rainbow and the crazy times that took place there. We get the crazy things that took place there and the crazy times that took place there. We get a little bit of that, like Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees talks a little bit about, you know, Hollywood vampires, Alice Cooper and John Lennon, all those guys hanging out there. But I don't know, it drags, and they try to tie the Rainbow in with like what's going on in the music business, and that doesn't really work that well. It's weird, and I don't really feel like they give a full explanation about the Sunset Strip. It just I don't know, it just seems to weave kind of all over, and I felt the first 20 minutes were good, and then I was just like, oh God. I did watch the whole thing just because I kind of, you know, wanted to get through it and was hoping it was going to get better, but it seems like there's just so much more they could have done with this. And it doesn't really seem like it's a documentary about the Rainbow. It seems like it's a documentary about the family that runs the place, and I know Mario or whatever his name is. And I know people are like, well, they are the Rainbow. Well, yes, they are, but also not really, because we don't go there because of that family. We go to the Rainbow because, you know, it's where Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe had their first date. It's where, you know, Led Zeppelin hung out, and so much other things happened at the Rainbow. And obviously the Marilyn Monroe thing, it was called something different at that time. I just felt like it should have been more about the celebrities and the people and the stories about them as opposed to the family. That's just me. It didn't seem like the story was compelling enough about the family. And it might not even be the family's fault. I just feel like the filmmakers, I don't know, it was just kind of like all over the place, man. And then, you know, they show a picture of Motley Crue and you see Tommy Lee and Adrian Vandenberg standing there, which they couldn't find a picture of the whole Motley Crue band. You know, they're talking about Van Halen and how people were running through the streets of Hollywood and Sunset to get Van Halen tickets, and instead of showing, I don't know, they pull footage from like a U2 video of people running through the streets in Tower Records. It's just like, I don't know. It just seemed like the production was not great. And I'm sorry, because I know some people probably put some hard work into it and feel that it's the greatest thing ever. But I'm just being honest. That's what I try to do here, is be honest about things. And Pearlie does too. People are, you know, listen, I get it. People talk shit about my podcast. He sucks. He does this. He does that. I understand. And bring it on. Talk shit about me. I don't care. You like Vinnie Vincent? And you don't like me? That's all right.